Okay, we are raising queen 10 suited, our opponent calls. And now, who is betting, who is checking? B or X? B or X? Okay, we've got 3 bets, 3 checks. Haha, gotcha. Okay, half of you are betting, half of you are checking. I see there are more bets than not. Okay, so let's find out. At the very beginning, we need to start to see how exactly his range looks like on structure like King 9-8 with flush draw, because this is the most important. So we've got Queen 10, the board is 8, 9, King, right? 8, 9, yeah, King of clubs. We assume that our opponent would call us here. Okay, what is important? He has 9 BBs pre-flop, right? He had 9 BBs pre-flop, and he just made a defend on 9 big blinds. So we can easily exclude highs from his range. We can easily exclude the best broadways, as usually he would just move all in with them. The same you can exclude like the very bottom of his range, as people are folding way more. So right now, let's see. Let's gotchas, open-enders, weak pair, mid pair, blah, 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 blah. So check it out. This is the point. This is the point that our opponent hits this board 83% of the time. Because on 9 big blinds, he can't really have any weak cards, and every of them is hitting. Right? Let me double check if it's true. Yeah, all the gut shots, Queen 10, Jack 7, 10 6, all the open-enders, flush draws, weak pairs, and so on and so on. So when we bet, we can assume that we don't have full liquidity at all. And if our opponent would just move all in with all his everything he hit, everything he has, equity of our hand is only 33% of the 33%. If it has less than pot, do you jam flop with 33%? Actually, not really. I think this is a better spot to go low variance. Okay, if he has less, yeah. Okay, if he has less, yeah, totally, it's totally okay to just move all in. Because we have equity of 33%. As we believe, when we see that we don't have full equity, we should count our bet as what we would do if our opponent would move all in. I'll give you. So let's imagine your opponent is donk jamming the flop. Your opponent just donk jammed the flop. Who is calling? Who is folding? C or F? C or F? Okay, we've got 3 folds, 4, 1 call, 5 folds, 2 calls. Okay, so this is the point. This is the point that when we don't have full equity, we can treat our bet like we would face a jam, because we're gonna stack almost always. We have only 17% of full equity, right? Few cards that are missing the flush draw and Queen 7. And can we call? Okay, so Alien, because he takes King X out. I feel not always. I believe there are plenty of King X's in donk bet jam as well. So the point is, whenever we don't have full equity, we should treat we are facing all in. And can we call them all in? Let's imagine he's moving all in for 204. So from mathematical point of view, we need to invest 204 to play for a pot 408 plus 135. So it's 500 543, right? Because we would call 204 to win the total pot 543. So we need to have at least 37% of equity to make a call. So we can't really afford calling. Call would be EV minus against this whole range. And the same, it looks exactly the same if we want to go for a bet and call the jam with this hand. Can you put top pairs at 60%, please? Out of curiosity. Sure, I can even cut them if our opponent wouldn't lead all in with two pairs, we would still have only 35%. If he wouldn't move all in with top pairs, we'd have 42. So it starts to be call against the donk bet jam, but still our fold equity isn't enough to bet. Yeah, simply as that. So this is a great option to just check back, and we can easily realize our equity. Okay, let me make the window bigger. We can easily realize our equity of the gut shot, and reevaluate our decision on the turn. So our opponent bets. We have second pair. There are draws, so we can easily go for a call. I think it's out of this discussion. And the flush hits on the river, so just checking. If he jumps on the turn, we snap call. Yep, I believe on the turn we can easily snap call. And then Patrick, I thought we have open-ender. Oh, ooh. So today you need to be more concentrated on session. Yeah, I believe if he moves all in on the turn, obviously we can just check it quickly in Flopzilla to understand how it works, because we know we need 37% of equity, right, against the jam. So let's assume our opponent checked everything. He is not the donk betish type, okay, which actually on this stack size happens from time to time. And assume that he would donk jam his 10x's as well. He would donk bet jam his top pair, top two pairs, and so on. Now, second nut flush draw, third nut flush draw, open enders. We have 42% range. And if he wouldn't move all in with open enders, which is actually crucial, we have 25. But I still believe there are gonna be pretty big frequency of these open enders and flush draws. Let's make it like even 40%, probably 50. Yeah, so probably a bit over 50%. He must move all in on the turn a bit over 50% to justify calling on the turn for us. You call river jam on 6, 7, queen. Probably not on 7. 7 is bad for us. On 6, I would call. On queen, I wouldn't. Deuce 5 blank, I would. Yeah, so like queen and 7 are probably the worst for us. Because there are no air cards in his range, he can't really bluff, so he had to have something. Okay.